comes to feeding, it is often seen as the mother's job. But what role can fathers and other family members play in making sure children eat well? Additionally, what is the importance of a mother taking care of her own nutritional needs and well being during the IYCF phase?
Well, traditionally, families think that it's mother's job and it's easy job. Well, both these, thinking, or uh, both these aspects are wrong. It's not easy at all, and it's not only mother's job. So let's understand what could other members or fathers can do. So I have kind of thought it through two aspects. One is specifically the fathers, and then there are other family members wherein again grandparents become a critical aspect. So let's understand these two. So what role fathers can play? And I have tried to put it through, let me try to put it through three, four key aspects. One is very, very important one, emotional support, encouraging and appreciating mother's efforts for breastfeeding as well as feeding and the other work that she does regularly helps to reduce stress on the mother. So emotional support requires, it provides that opportunity to reduce the stress and build the confidence in the mother to do things easily. So that's number one, emotional support. Some practical support is also required. Help the mother in doing regular household chores, getting food, even preparing food. It's important that fathers start doing that so that mother has enough time and energy to focus on feeding the baby or providing support to the baby. So help in the other aspects, including preparing meals. We need to teach our boys to do that, and help them in the family responsibilities. That takes me to the next point, is on shared responsibility. So even during feeding, how can a father participate in feeding routine, can help mother in feeding, sit with the mother during feeding, in fact sometimes feed himself instead of mother. So do that in a shared manner. Number three, arriving at a consensus or a decision making that is a win-win situation for the mother as well as the family, especially using those family resources to get the nutritious food, take seeking timely health care if required for child or for mother. If there are any myths and misconceptions that are there in the family, helping them to understand and clarify those sort of roles can father also play. Of course, a very important one is role modeling. If you are not doing healthy aspects or making healthy choices in front of children, then it's not useful. So how a father can also play that role of role modeling along with mother. And last is providing that environment for play and stimulation in for the child is something that father can do. Coming to the other family members, especially grandparents or older elder siblings, if there are there, grandparents can also have a role in terms of sharing knowledge on how to do it in a correct way. Of course, there could be some harmful myths that could come from grandparents, and those also needs to be clarified. But there could be very good traditional practices that grandparents can bring in when it comes to feeding the children. Similar practical help grandparents can provide in terms of child care or in household work, etc. Creating that positive environment. Sometimes a lot of things are either encouraged or discouraged from the grandparents' side. If they can really provide that stress-free enabling environment, then it will help the mother to do it well. Of course, then overall, advancing good nutrition within the family is something that grandparents can really support. The other question that you had was on how a mother can take care of herself during this period. And I have really important point to make here. The nutrition requirement in terms of energy and other nutrients for the mother during this period when she is breastfeeding especially is the highest. It is more than pregnancy. there is a requirement of 500 kilocalories more than the normal mother's requirement during this period. And hence, it is very, very critical for the mother to have, enough nutrition and rest during this period so that she is able to provide enough nutrition for the baby. Remember, nature has given this boon that breast milk will not get affected. It is at the cost of mother's health and mother's body. So mother's body might get affected, but breast milk will come in optimum quantity and quality for the child. So if we don't take care of mother, the breast milk might not get affected, but mother's health in future will definitely get affected, and hence it is important that we also take care of mothers in terms of their nutrition, rest, and physical health during this period of infant and young child feeding.